All right, Barak Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles of GMS. Salutations to the elect out there that's doing the work in sincerity and in truth. I'm Zahab, GMS Mississippi Camp. And today I'm going to do a continuation of the lesson that I've done called Shake Thyself from the Dust. Alright, and I'm just going to go straight into the scriptures. This is Amos 9 and 11. Amos 9 and 11, excuse me. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. Now, what is the tabernacle of David? A tabernacle is a building or a house, alright? But another phrase or term they've used for a house is like the family of David, alright? It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise it up, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And from there, I'm going to get Ezekiel 11 and 16. It says, Ezekiel 11 and 16, therefore say, thus say Yahweh power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, which will be mainly America, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Those little sanctuaries are the elect brothers, those kept spurring up in the different states, all right, and extending to the different countries outside of America, all right. But linking it back to Amos 9 and 11, where it says, I will raise up the tabernacle of David. Tabernacle is a house. But when someone says the house of David or the house of someone, that's like the family of someone, the family of David. And the elect are just that. They're the family of David, all right? And to put that into perspective, you brothers that are the elect, y'all are the noblemen coming back. Y'all are the kings coming back. Y'all are the men that were in David's army, the men that were in King David's family. There's a reason why Yahweh Shai genealogy went back to King David on both sides. Why did they have a lineage? A lineage is a line that lined you all the way back to King David and ultimately to Adam, which was Yahweh Shai. Alright, but the point is, you brothers, y'all are noblemen, alright? They had this movie called Kingsman, alright, that just came out. Now, I'm not going to give out too many, details, because I know a lot of brothers probably haven't seen it yet. But a point was made in the movie. The man told the main character, look, you have a lot of potential, but you weren't born with the silver spoon in your mouth, and it basically set you on a different path. You brothers are the kings, the great men that came back into reincarnation, but you came back in captivity. All right? Now from that I'm going to get Jeremiah 17 and 4. It says, Jeremiah 17 and 4, it says, and thou even thyself should discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Now what is our heritage? It's our culture. It's being an Israelite. That's our heritage. Alright? The substance of this book is our heritage. The laws, the ceremonial laws, the dietary laws, even in the book of Sirach, the code of conduct, it teaches you etiquette. That's part of your heritage. Today they would say culture. So if you see someone that act like a nigga, they would say, well, he has no culture. Well, basically, our heritage was our culture, and the laws was our heritage, and it ennobled us. When you follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai, it will ennoble you to be of a king. It will give you the character of a king.
That's what civilized us.
That's what civilized us. But when someone take that element from you, you're basically a degenerate. That's why I said, how have this noble vine become a degenerate plant? All right, and now our nation is a degenerate plant because they have their culture taken away from them. All right, that's why you look at a so-called Negro in the streets, and it's hard to fathom that that's an Israelite, because he's deprived of that character. All right, but that was really the quick point. Like the scripture says in Jeremiah, "Why trembles thou thyself to seek love?" You're basically lions bred in captivity, man. All right, we weren't created to have jobs, man. We were created to rule the world. You look at a lion on Discovery Channel, his character, his conduct is totally different from a lion that was raised in the wild. The lion that was raised in the wild know who he is, man. he has no problem running stuff too, man. A lion bred in captivity think Edomites his friends. And he's a big ass lion playing with Edomites and stuff. And that's Jake, man. You a big fierce looking lion that wants to be friends with Edomites, man. Alright? But that's the point, man. When you read in Sirach, and it tells you, like in Sirach 41, it goes into the things that you should be ashamed of. Like iterate in the conversation, reiterate what you heard, alright, just to give examples. Or it even goes into the table etiquette, man. Don't be greedy upon meats. Those are a part of your heritage as well, man. That's where you get the word etiquette. The word etiquette is from the French, which means little signs, little cues on how to behave yourself. We had all that, all right? But like I said, when you snatch that, then the result is a nigger, man. All right, but the point is, you are those kings coming back, but you were bred into captivity and you had all that deprived from you. Now it's time to clothe ourselves with that, so we could basically get back into the spirit, like the scripture said, rehearse the righteous acts, get back into the spirit of being real Israelites. All right? But I'm not going to prolong it, though. Just a continuation from the first lesson I had done. Brother, did you have anything you want to bring out?
Man, that's it. Well, you know, we being subject to payments, right. Having to work. You shouldn't have to work. I mean, many scripture says how servants was one scripture in particular was in Lamentations. Servants have ruled over us. For that to even be written, that scripture, what's that? 2 Ezra chapter 6. The world was created for our sake, and you know, I mean, that's it, man. We ain't supposed to be living like this.
Right, we're not. All right, and I'm just gonna close with one scripture. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. It says, "Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom." All right, but part of that wisdom is having that heritage back and knowing who you are. You know, like I said, these scriptures ennoble us. All right, it makes us noblemen. All right, because basically we were already that in the first place, but you got something called nature versus nurture. Our nature is that to be kings anyway. You can look at the way Israelites dress. They're flamboyant. They want to project power. But we were nurtured in hell. We were nurtured in captivity. But now Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is going to actually give us the kingdom. All right, but he's ennobling in our spirit now. But like I said, I'm not going to prolong it. I hope you brothers was edified. With that, I'm going to say shalom.